Canelo comes out and does what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. Canelo comes out and does what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins the fight.
Well, with Crawford, what are Crawford's keys to victory when you are fighting someone like Canelo, who, albeit maybe not in height, but in stature, is a much bigger man than him?
Control the center of the ring.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
I say Terence win. Yes.
What? Terence win over Canelo?
Yes. Terence win.
Canelo emerges and fulfills his obligations. After the fight, Canelo comes out and does something that he shouldn't have done. The battle between Crawford and Crawford is won by Crawford. What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo? I don't like that fight, so I say Terence wins. Yes, Terence wins over Canelo. What are Crawford's secrets to victory when you are fighting someone like Canelo, who may not be as tall as him, but is much bigger than him in stature and controls the center of the ring? Terence prevails. As Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford have agreed to a major bout.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight, you know. And he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, because this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. He should have fought a guy that would just come straight at him. The guy was too awkward.
He's hurting jerky.
The boxing world is ablaze with predictions. Numerous boxing legends and commentators have shared their thoughts on how this fight might go, and the views are divided. Some people think Crawford has a genuine chance of winning because of his abilities.
Looks like it's going to come to fruition in September. What are your thoughts on that bout?
I have nothing to say. It's a good fight. And it's a good fight. I wish both of them the best.
All right, next question over here. But do you use that for motivation at all? Like Canelo's like, you know.
I definitely do use that as motivation because if I was such an easy fighter and target, he would have came and beat me already. Just for him not fighting me lets me know how dangerous I am.
How would you approach a fight?
Is there scissors? Is there scissors? Ask for scissors. Go ahead.
How would you approach a fight with Terence Crawford if it was you against Crawford?
To be honest with you, if I fought Terence Crawford, I would definitely use my size, my reach, my weight to my advantage. Crawford is a very smart fighter, but I guess thankfully I'm not fighting him.
Others feel that Canelo's strength and size will be too much for Legend to handle. Mike Tyson thinks it would be foolish to fight Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds because he feels that Crawford struggled against Israel Madoff because of his stature and awkwardness.
Crawford throwing his hat in to want to fight Canelo at 168.
I mean, everybody wants to fight Canelo. It's the money fight. You know what I mean? I think even Inoue would come up to fight Canelo. Canelo wanted to fight him. I mean, I don't want to see Crawford to fight Canelo, to be honest with you. But it would be. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a great fight. It would be a great fight. But I feel like if I deserve my opportunity, and and after this fight, what else are they gonna say? You know what I mean? This is a tough fight. You know, the top WBC, the top people ranked at the WBC are fighting each other. So I mean, it should be an easy call. If I can't get those fights, then I'll go up to fight Bivol, or I'll go try to I set my conquest on 175. Like I said, I don't want no handouts either. I want to earn my spots everywhere I go, even at 175. But I see that weight class. I want to become champion at 175, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
How do you feel about Canelo being called out by Terence Crawford? It's just too much weight, and he had a close fight with the last guy he fought because the other guy was big and really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy for the guy who just came straight at him because the other guy was too awkward. The reason I don't like that fight is this. In his intriguing analysis of this fight, David Novowitz thinks Terence Crawford has a genuine shot of victory. In fact, he wouldn't be shocked if Crawford pulled off an upset.
A potential fight between Canelo and Terence Crawford.
Yeah.
How do you see that fight? Who do you like?
Terence. It's
wow,
my friend, but it's crazy man. Listen, I say Terence win. Yes.
What? Terence win over Canelo.
Yes, Terence win. But listen, Terence is different man. Terence work in two sides. Two sides.
Right.
And
right.
Switch hitter.
Yes.
He's a switch hitter.
Yes.
Right and left. But it's very smart man. It's very, very, very smart. But feel distance and plays like
adjustments.
Spacing,
exactly.
boxing.
You don't think the weight difference will be a factor too much?
Mario, you're asking him?
That's why I'm asking, exactly.
Canelo big, yeah. Canelo too. It's a good boxer, but I say.
Wow.
Since he has the work ethic and skill mentality to defeat Canelo, it appears that it will take place in September. What do you think of the bout? I have nothing to say, but it seems like a fantastic fight, and I wish them both the best. The next question is, do you use that as motivation at all? I know that I do, because if I were such an easy fighter, Target would have come and beaten me already.
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying like, hey, forget about Canelo. That was a tough fight with Madrimov. Go ahead and give Boots a shot. Give Boots the chance. But Eddie's saying, hey, I think Crawford's saying, hey, give me the Canelo fight, or I'm not fighting. I'm done.
Why? What he got to prove to Boots? Boots trying to take over and start beating the guys around him, prove that he's the best of that group. Bud is in a group above him. Bud don't need to come back down to 47 to meet him. That's crazy. Why would he? Bud looking to try to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He willing to take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may go fight Benavidez next. If he don't beat him, he say, okay, I took it as high as I could go. I'm done.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if he gets the win. Like, oh my God.
And the fact that he didn't fight me shows me how dangerous I am. How would you handle a fight with him? Are there scissors? Ask for scissors, please. Crawford. Terence, to be honest with you, if it were you and Crawford, I would definitely use my size, reach, and weight to my advantage if I were fighting Terence Crawford. Benitez acknowledges that he doesn't really want this fight to happen, pointing out that Canelo is the money fight and everyone wants a chance at him, but he doesn't personally agree with Crawford moving up that much in weight.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another. You know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out. You know what I mean? So
Crawford is a very smart fighter. So I guess thank God I'm not fighting him. Crawford is putting himself forward to challenge Canelo at 168. Everyone wants to fight Canelo because it's a money fight. You know what I mean? I believe that even Inoue would challenge Canelo since Canelo wanted to fight him. To be honest,
I don't think that should happen. Look, I like Crawford, and I think Canelo is a beast that way. Honestly, I would advise Crawford not to do that.
Canelo versus Jamel Charlo playing out.
I think Canelo just outboxes. Well, no, doesn't outbox him, but I think just outpowers him and beats him to the punch. And you do give Canelo does have some sort of like decent speed as well. So I think Canelo just wins that fight easy.
Would it be a knockout?
Could be, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
I don't want to see Crawford fight Canelo, but I'm not saying that it wouldn't be a great fight. It would be a great fight, but I just feel like if I deserve my chance and I go for this fight, what else are you going to say? This is a tough fight. And if I can't get those fights, I'll go up to Fight Bivo, or I'll go try to earn my spots wherever I go. Even at 175, but I see that weight class. And I want to become champion at 175.
Terence is not a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? He's special. And, Canelo, he's a top-notch fighter, world-class fighter. Still on the pound-for-pound list, I'm sure towards somewhere near the top. And it's exciting. Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox, southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, close range, outside. And he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a big question mark on the end of it, though. So that's why, I'm sure all of us are excited for that bell to ring and, be able to find out firsthand.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Master technician Alexander Usyk views this fight as a contest between skill and size. He admits that Canelo is the larger fighter by nature, which will influence the fight, but he is placing his trust in skills over size.
What round does Crawford get knocked out? I'm gonna put 8. Let's put it on the universe. So I'm gonna put it on 8. ate. And if it goes the other way, I ate. You know, I ate. So yeah, Ryan, Joe, and Eddie Reynoso also. That'd be cool, man. We all get work. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our own underground boxing, me and Ryan, before we fight.
Believing that Crawford, who is sharper and more technically skilled, will have the advantage because, in his opinion, skills win fights and Crawford is the superior boxer. 5. A possible bout between Terence Crawford and Canelo, yes. How do you feel about that fight? I like Terence, but he's a wild man.
That's going to be a great fight, too. I can't believe they made that happen. So, yeah, Turkey's been making a lot of great fights happen. You can't really hate on it. But I'm excited for that. I know Canelo, he's so big, so strong, and I think he'll be just too big. I mean, weight classes matter for a reason,
Last question, Ali. He said Teofimo and Boots are going to be on your October undercard.
Oh, yeah,
and
I
the
heard
winners
that.
would fight each other. Is that what you were told?
I didn't know that, but I'm
What do you think of
down.
that?
I don't care. Let's do it. I wanted to fight Teofimo, too.
No, last one. I gotta do this. I agree with you that there's a lot of sanctioning bodies. There's a lot of promoters. There's
Yeah.
be more testing organizations, not just one.
100%.
Tell me about that. Why are you so adamant about no ladder?
I think that when a coach is pushing a certain organization, it just strikes me off weird. And for it to be like a mandatory thing, like, why can't I use another organization, you know? But again, I don't want to talk about them because, you know, it might sue.
Listen, I'm saying that Terence will defeat Canelo. Terence wins, but listen, Terence, it's a different man who works into a 2-2-2 sides. Right, and left. But it's very smart, very, very smart. But field distance in the place like adjust exactly. Yes, Canelo is a good boxer, but I say wow. Roy Jones Jr. is another legend who has made a prediction for this fight, and he sees 2 different outcomes.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.